Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Throwback Thursday. I'm here with Matt, and we're going to be throwing down. It's going to be the Middenheimers against the Orcs. A classic human against greenskin matchup, as we both vie to be the toughest person in the ruins of Mordheim. So you've got, you took a big guy, you took a troll, didn't you?
I've got the troll, always a big guy. Regular boss, the shaman, he's got the club spell, so +2 strength, +1 attack.
Nice.
Maybe.
And I'm playing the beest of factions. I'm playing the Middenheimers, who get +1 strength, which is not nearly as good as unlimited +1 ballistical archers, or having $300 extra dues, or whatever it is, $200 extra dues, or $100 extra dues. So yeah, we'll show you the warbands. We'll roll permission. We'll get this underway. So here's Hengir the Brave and his bastards. This is my my Middenheimer warbands. We've got Hengir the Brave here with his sword, axe, wolf cloak, and helmet, and then his two champions, Brol and Skoll, and they're the pair of like wolf cloak wearing. Halberd wielding, well, one's got a cavalry hammer, which is basically a halberd champs. Then we have two young bloods. We have Ari and Uli. So Ari is the girl there with 2 clubs, and then Uli is the boy with 2 clubs and a bow. And then back we've got my wolf priest, old Isaac, and he's got a halberd and a wolf cloak. It just comes with a wolf cloak. Then we have 3 swordsmen. All with the equivalent of swords and daggers, including Isaac's apprentice there, ready to go and carve some rune stones. And then finally, Harry the Half-Man, who is my my halfling cook, hanging out with the warband to give some additional shots with his bow. Here's Matt's warband. What do we got?
We got some orcs. We got, of course, the big old troll. We got the leader with the bow, sword, and dagger. 2 schlebs on the side, each with swords and daggers. We got the shaman there with the big skull, but I guess it'll just be a sword and dagger.
That's cool.
2 goblins with bows and daggers, and 1 guy to take early charges with a sword and shield.
Do some parrying and stuff. So what spell did you get for your wizard?
It was the club spell, so it's +2 strength and +1 attack.
He summons an amazing ectoplasmic club. And then my my wolf priest learned the wolves, was it the wolves frenzy or wolves howl, where he makes one of the warband members subject to frenzy. 6 for our scenario, and that's going to give us occupy, which means we're going to have to try and hold buildings at the end of the game. Occupy, we basically nominate buildings outside our deployment zones, and if you have a standing fighter in it when the game ends, you count it as being yours. And at the end of the game, there's no need to take a route test. The game lasts a maximum of 8 turns. If one warband voluntarily routes, it just automatically ends, and the winning warband is considered to occupy all the buildings on the table. So there's D3 plus 2 objective buildings, and then of course you can work your way out from the center to see which ones can be occupied or not. A building is occupied if you have at least 1 of your standing models in it and no enemy models. And then experience, you get +1 if you survive, +1 for the winning leader, and +1 for enemy each enemy out of action that a hero takes. Deployment zones, let's roll off to deploy. I got a 6.
Okay.
You got a 3. 3 plus 2 scenario buildings, working from the middle, so it's going to be 3 scenario buildings. So it'll be 1, 2, and then let's say 3, because these are all close to the middle and can all be occupied. Let's do this one, because this one's a ruin as well. So we'll do 1, 2, 3 as our scenario buildings, and that way they're equidistant across the table. And we're deployed! We've got Uli hanging out with Swordsman, and then that is Brol, and another Swordsman, and then Harry the Half-Man. We have another Swordsman with Skoll, and then Hengir, Ari, and Isaac, the old Isaac. Awesome, you got your shaman, 2 of your goblins, and 1 of your biggins, and then your boss with the troll, keep moving, another biggin, and another goblin looking for the high ground. It's going to be 8 turns, potentially. We have to hold as many buildings as we can. No one routes except for voluntarily in this. So turn 1, let's see who's going first. I got a 3. Tier 2, so that's me. This is just the running towards each other turn. We'll be fine. So,
Boogie boogie.
That's right. My surprisingly fast halfling is going to run up the stairs here, and then just hop off the edge, take cover in this building. We're going to have some swordsmen run, just to cause some interference. Run up to here, and then roll, run to there. The other swordsman running next to him, and we'll take some high ground, actually. We'll go back to here. Where was I? I was at 8. Over there. Run up the stairs. And just sit in this little ledge. Alright, my next swordsman running up here. Along with Skoll. And Hengir. Getting ready to fight some dudes. And then Ari coming to the flank. And then running up with Old Isaac. And Old Isaac's going to attempt to cast a spell on Hengir. Make him frenzied with the Wolf's Howl. 7, does he get it off in the shooting phase? He does, I'm frenzied. He'll be frenzied for the rest of the game and have to charge if possible. No one else can shoot as everyone else ran, so it's turn 1 Orcs.
So I'll start left to right here, march over Goblin, get some high ground. Or I'll just walk down the stairs, honestly. Boy over here is gonna march forward.
He can go 12 if he wants, yeah.
Yeah, but...
he wants to stay within 8 or 6 of the leader for sure.
Yeah.
Or he's going to start eating rocks and just like hanging out.
Go out just a little bit. And of course he's metal, so he weighs a lot.
There you go. See if he tips over a little bit.
Boss just behind, of course.
It's okay. You had lots of movement, whatever you want.
Great.
There he is.
Buddy. I can just hear the metal grinding on the...
It's a nice soft neoprene mat. He won't chip. He'll be okay.
Goblin over here. They're so small, so maybe he'll get some cover.
Hiding the rocks.
Odd reason. Boy coming up behind him, and the shaman coming up there.
Spell?
Spell, yep. The club is spell for the shaman.
That's 11. I think that works. Now, does it last to the end of the round or the end of the game?
It lasts until he suffers a wound.
Sweet. What's up? All right, and that's going to make it round 2 to the Middenheimers. Let's move as we need to carry on. So we don't want to be in charge range of that troll, but we are happy to walk through this doorway. So we're going to go with the 2 body blockers. They're going to go in here. And then he's going to just move into the middle. My bows will sit still, but the halfling won't be able to. He's just going to walk up to this ledge and count as moving. This is going to peel forward, starting with the swordsman, getting in some cover. Go behind the wall here. We'll send in a skull. Hengir's going to go to the edge because he's not in charge range. Ari's going to go into the back. And then we'll move up to here with Isaac. Isaac's going to try and frenzy Skrull now and see if we can get him to freak out too on a 7. Nope. Shoot some guns. All right, so let's start with Uli. He's going to take a line out that goblin over there. And you'll be in the open, but you'll be at long range, and I'm a terrible shot, so I need a 6. That's a 5. My halfling, who also has a regular bow, will try and shoot the same... Actually, he'll try and shoot the troll. I moved, so I'm at -1 hit. And I think you're in the open, so it's going to be long range, which is -2. 5s.
Long range is -1.
-1 for that, -1 for moving.
Oh, yeah.
5s. I gotcha. Strength 3 against toughness 4. Nope, doesn't move. That's all of my turn, so your turn 2.
Oi.
Charge to declare. Any charges before you start measuring? I mean, you might be within 12 there, Trolley.
12? Nah.
I mean, he'd be by himself at that point.
Yeah, that's the thing. So yeah. I'm good. Goblin, I think, will stand still here.
Okay.
This little guy, I think, will move over to some cover. Maybe I'll just have some slebs taking cover behind him.
Okay.
Troll only rolls for or wait, do I still? I didn't roll for stupidity.
You didn't. Yeah, you'd be on your leadership of whatever your boss's leadership is.
8, I believe. So we'll have to redo it.
Uh-oh.
Failed.
So he actually would have been
gone 4 inches instead.
Yeah, he'd be
6.
No, he'd walk half his base movement, which I think is 3.
Yeah.
So he'd be basically 11 inches up. Here. And now try again, and if you pass, you can make your walk to where you were. Yeah. And you do. Okay. There you go.
So now that'll make it mute.
He can go 12. He can go further if he wants.
Around the corner, taking some cover, I guess.
Sweet.
And Schleb number 2 will just kind of move up behind some cover. Or, yeah, he'll cover the troll so he can't be charged right away.
It's fair.
There, this goblin, what's got he line of sights for? Not much. So, I'll just move 4 inches and maybe see if I can get a shot off. And this guy,
the boss,
he's within 6 still, and I think I'll just keep him still to fire off a shot.
Cool. Bubs, it's time to shoot some guns. Who wants to shoot first?
Guns. Everybody's in cover from the boss, and he's got a ballistic skill of
3.
4.
4, nice.
Yep. So regular bow. So I'll shoot that guy there.
Okay. If you're over 12, you're -1 for range, and if you're on cover, so you're -1 for that, no matter what.
And that's 12, so
-2.
Long range.
5s.
Roll 5s.
Nope.
If I declare the shot and he's outside of range, I then can't make a chance
That's right.
shot.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
So
So you can pick someone in if someone's in cover that's closer. Sorry, if someone's out of cover, even if they're farther away than the closest model, then you can shoot them.
But I think it'll be long range and. You know what? Well, I'll just give it a try.
It's on a 6.
Is that in the open?
Sure.
So just a 6.
Long range or 5 then?
Or no,
if he's in the open.
measure the 16 because I actually.
Oh, that's right. You might not be in
I
range.
don't even think I'm within range.
No,
Yeah, no.
not quite.
I don't
It's
think.
Goblin
Right, this guy stood still.
in the
Out
open, outside 8, so you're
Most
going to be
likely
long range. Yep.
So 5.
Cracks
Yes.
it. And then
Yes, strength
forced to
3,
wound. Yep.
Forced to wound.
He does not wound. Guns are done, so it's round 3 of 8. Well, charge to declare. We have to declare a charge if Hengir's in range. But he's not, so he won't have to declare a charge. Now, that being said, I think we're going to declare a charge from the Goblin with him, and him, and him. We'll just triple team him. We're in range, and we're
Okay.
in range.
Yeah.
So they're all going to go in. Everybody's going to dance. And we're just going to make an example out of this guy. I hope. Charge done. Let's keep on moving up. So we're just going to keep marching over here. Because we're not march blocked. Nope, and we weren't with an 8. So I'm just going to go left. I'm going to run across the other side. He's going to just stay in cover and run. Move around the edge. She'll move around the edge. These folks will sit still to shoot. And actually, he's just going to move back slightly to be in cover. And let's do some spells. I'm going to cast some Frenzy on him if I can, on a 7. He freaks out. Shoot a bow and arrow. So you're in the open over here, which means I can ignore you versus someone who's not in the open. I think that's what I'm going to do. Range. Sorry, he's regular boy, not a big one. I thought you had a bunch of heroes. And so, long range, I'm on a 6. I hit. Strength 3 against toughness 4, so it's a 5 to wound. Wounds, what's your armor?
No armor.
No armor. All right, so it's going to be on a 1-2 you're knocked down, 3-4 you're stunned, 5-6 you're out of action. 4 just stunned, face down. There's no morale for that. Nope. So we're going to go to him, and he's going to try and take a shot in this goblin who'll be in cover and long range, so -2, and that'll be on a 5. We miss. Harry the Half-Man, not get it done. Uli doing it all. Shooting is over, so let's do some combat. I'm going to try and claim the kill with Brawl and do it with my halberd. I only got 1 attack, though. What's your weapon skill on Mr. Goblin?
2.
2, so I hit on 3s. I miss. Great job. So my first swordsman, he's got 1 attack plus his dagger. Dagger will be the white die. Weapon skill 4, hitting on 3s. Hit twice. You can't parry because I rolled a 6. You have to parry my highest die.
Oh, okay.
And then it's strength 3, so force to wound. And I wound you once. You do get your save, though, with your shield on a 6. Nope. And then what happens to you? You are dead. Just blam. Stabbed in the goblin. That looks like all of the murdering. It's Orc and Goblin turn 3. Who's going first?
Is it the leadership test for here first?
Stupidity first. That's right. Yep.
Stupidity on an 8. Of course.
No, so he stumbles forward 3.
Stumble forward. And he
finds
just
it-
hits him, or I guess he would just...
No, you go straight ahead. Yeah.
Ah,
He goes through. It's just very. He finds an interesting shiny rock to go look at.
he's just great. So I guess some charges.
Who wants to go first?
He rolls over, or that...
He'll roll face up. Yep, he'll roll face up now, and he'll be able to crawl during the movement phase. That's during the remaining moves. So
Oh, right.
do those two charges first.
Real deal. Is there charging where you can go around people?
You can, but if you come within 1 inch, I can intercept during your charge.
Yes, true. Then I guess this guy will charge this guy in front.
Okay, go for it. What are you rolling
I
dice for?
think I need to roll.
I don't know why you're rolling dice, but go ahead. The shaman?
And,
Why are you rolling dice? You just charged double your movement. Okay, yeah.
Who doesn't like rolling dice?
I
That's
guess,
what we
yeah.
play.
I guess.
Ah, nice. But yeah, the shaman, I'll just try to... might as well try to kill another person. So I'll
swordsman?
just charge the other swordsman.
Cool.
Just kind of go
Go get him.
this way.
With his big green ectoplasmic club.
Gotcha. Rest of the movement phase?
Remaining moves, yep.
We all removed him out of phase, unfortunately.
No, that was compulsory. It was
Oh,
fine.
right, yes. He flips over, and he can crawl, is the thing?
Yep, you can crawl half right.
I'll just crawl behind the goblin, or the troll.
Don't kill me.
Hopefully not get eaten by him. My boss, I'll bring up here. Get a shot off, and then 4 inches. Doesn't get me within base contact with the building, so I'll just...
You can run if you want, and you stay in the open.
Stay in the open, do
Cool.
4, and then shoot.
We're done. Magic, your club's already activated, so it's just shooting.
Shooting. This guy. Do the first shot with him. He's out in the open. Definitely long range, and I moved, so it'd be -2.
So 6s.
It'd be a
6s
6.
into old Isaac. Nope. Kitty's not appearing when you want it to. Only when you're making stupidity checks. And then your other goblin, you got this guy in the open.
And this guy here.
Yeah. He'd be he'd be the closest target, but he'd be in cover, and then he'd be in the open, so you could shoot him instead.
So I gotta walk around that way if I wanted to get upstairs, which I don't think I want to do. I'll just hold there, hold in the building. Pop him.
With an 8, so 4s.
Gangsta shot.
No, misses.
See, just out of cover. So he's
Sure,
open.
go for it.
And ballistic skill 4.
Or I think we measured over 12 last turn,
Probably
so...
definitely out of 12. Actually,
no, you're good.
Just 12, so it's a 4's to hit because I moved.
It's a 3.
Great.
Rubber arrows. All right. Well, you did some charging, though, so you can pick a fight to go first.
Yep. Save the best for last. I'll go boy into him.
Okay, weapon skill.
Weapon skill 3.
Weapon skill work. Against weapon skill 4, so 3's to hit. Or 4's to hit, rather. Yep.
Yeah. So first one will be the sword on a 4.
Hits. And then
Would you like to parry?
we have to do both dice at the same time.
Another color or just...
Sure, just the other one, yeah. Dagger.
Dagger also
So now I
hits.
can't parry, just
Now
a
you
6.
can't
Yeah.
parry. Right. Okay. Strength 3.
So 4s.
4's on the sword. Nothing.
4's in the dagger. Does. So I get an armor save because you hit me with a dagger. 6 up. Nope. Goes through. What happens? He's stunned. Face down. Or face up, sorry, knocked down, rather.
Face back.
And then the shaman with his big murdery club.
Alright, so he gets +1 attack. He's only got 1 base. So I'll take 2 with the club, and then I'll take 1 with the sword.
Cool. 2 with the club.
2 with the club. He's still only weapon skill 3, so 4's to hit. 1 hit, +2 strength, so he's strength.
So I have to see if I can parry, so do your dagger still.
Dagger, sword.
Sword? Yeah.
On a 4.
On a 6, I'll parry the club, or sorry, I'll parry the club if I can. I can't.
Okay, so strength 3 +2 strength.
So 5. 2 plus.
2 plus.
Oh, and then the other one on a 4. No. Back then, so sword and dagger. Dagger's the white die on 3s. Weapons go 4. Dagger hits, and then on a 4 to wound, doesn't wound. Sorry, that's right, I'm only strength 3. Your toughness 4. All right, well then, on to the next one. So it's turn 4. No route text, because again, this goes 8 turns. And we're going to have to declare some charges. So, I think we're going to charge your shaman with Brawl. We're going to stand up here, but my swordsman's going to charge in. Defend his friend. And then he gets to his feet. I have to charge with the boss. So he'll charge a shaman. Because why not? I have to charge him if I can. Charge with this guy too. I think I'm going to have to charge a troll. Am I in range? I am. Over the wall. Over the wall we go, and we're going with Ari as well. Because why not? Why not make it crazy? Get him, Ari. Frenzy, I'm immune to fear. Ari will have to make a test. And she passes on 4. And then my wolf priest is just going to run up to here. We'll attempt to frenzy, I don't know, let's say Brawl. Yes. And we don't. Blocked actually, so we'll just go to the other side of the statue. And I think that's all of that. So let's do some shooting. We're going to take another shot in that goblin, who is in the open. I'm elevated, so it'll be on a 6 because of long range. And you miss. And then he'll do the same thing. Actually, he'll try and shoot your boss, who's in cover. So long range cover on a 5. Hits. On a 5 it wounds, the bow. Critical! Double wounds! Alright, so let's see what kind of critical it is. Double wounds, no save. So that means I have to roll 2 dice, and on a 5 up, you are toast. Blam! Just takes him down. Good job, Harry. Speed though, because Harry's not a hero. So that is the shooting phase. Let's do some murder phase. We'll start over here with the guy charging the troll. That's school. Let's go on troll.
3. Yeah.
3, sweet. Weapon skill 3, so Skull's going to hit on 3s on the charge. Weapon skill 4. Frenzy doubles attacks. 1 hit. He is strength 4 goes to 5 with his cavalry hammer, which is basically halberd on 3s. Wounds, do you regenerate on a 4 plus? You do. Ari's turn, she's got 2 hammers, hitting on 4s, weapon skill 2. 1 hit, and then wounds on a 5, strength 3. Nothing. You've got 1,000,000 attacks. Who do you want to hit first?
I only got 3, so I'll do 2 on the guy with the hammer and 1 on the girl.
Sure. Weapon skill 4, so weapon skill is going to be 4 plus.
So
Miss, and then against her on 3s. Hits. Strength 5.
5.
Doesn't wound. That is moot. All right, well, let's see if we can finish somebody off here with Hengir. He's going to have 3 attacks, 2 with the axe and 1 with the sword. They'll all hit on 3s because he's frenzied. Weapon skill 4. 1 hit. Uh-oh. And then strength 4 because he's a Middenheimer. Wounds. So 1 save at -2 because of his axe.
No saves.
Okay. And then it's going to be on a 5-6 to kill you. Nope, just stuns you. So then we'll go with Skull, and he'll just try and wound you now because you're straight not stun you, knock you down. So he's just going to try and wound you, and he has strength 5 with his cavalry or with his halberd rather. So he's on a 3. He does, and that just takes hit action. And he'll get the XP. And my charging swordsman over here is going to go first. That's going to go by initiative. So he's got a dagger and a sword on 3s. Weapons go 4. And then 5s to wound. Nothing. So we go by initiative now. What's the initiative of Mr. Orc there fighting the other swordsman? Actually, sorry. You would have had to at the start of the turn. I actually stood up this round, so I strike last. You get to strike first. And you wouldn't have been all alone when I started the combat. Smack on 4s.
Just a sword and dagger guy.
Cool.
Dagger will be the red one.
Hits with 6, can't parry that. And then a 4 to wound. No. Alright, black guy is striking last on 3s. I missed completely. The combats, bottom of 4.
I'll just move this guy over here.
Take the building.
He'll stand up and I guess try to protect himself for some odd reason. And shooting phase.
Who wants to go first?
Shoot him and him.
Right now, Hengir.
4.
Misses.
We'll shoot.
Close would be probably him that you can see.
Cover and long
range.
range.
Yep, so 6s. Close. Combats. Trolley's initiative probably not great. So we've got Frenzied Skull who's going to go first. And he's going to hit on 3s. Weapons go 4. And then he's strength 5 because of his cavalry hammer, wounding on 3s. 2 regens.
4.
Takes 2 wounds. Ari's initiative 3, so she'll fight as well with her double hammers. Hit on 4s. 2 hits, and then wounding on 5, strength 3. Oh, crit! And another wound. So the crit is going to be 2 wounds at +2. So it's 3 wounds total, but you're going to have to regenerate the 2 that are at +2 damage separately to see what happens. 1 gets through there, and the other one doesn't. So you've taken 3 wounds now, and I think you've only got 3. Yeah, and one of these is a +2, so it's going to be a 3+ take it action. Dead action. And she'll get the XP. Well, I kneecapped the troll. So over here, it's initiative Orc against initiative Swordsman. The Swordsmen are 3s.
Same here. No,
okay.
I'm 2. So.
2, okay. So the Swordsman will go first. We'll do the one that charged last turn. Sword and dagger. Hits twice. Weapon skill 4 against weapon skill 3, and then 5s to wound. 1 crit. And what kind of crit is it? It is the no save kind, so it doesn't matter if the dagger gives you a save. And then you're out of action. I think it might be voluntary route time because that's all of the melees. So top of 5.
No, yeah, so it's
me.
So
Yeah,
I can't even voluntarily write.
Yeah. Let's do some charges. We have to charge here. We'll charge the goblin.
Go for it.
Actually, we'll charge her into him first, and then him into the goblin, and that way.
Yeah. As well.
It's an even fight. Boss here's going to charge the goblin.
Even in this fight.
And then he'll charge the goblin as well. Everyone else is just going to go occupy buildings. They have to walk, actually.
Because I thought trolls were supposed to be good.
They are good. They still have a lot of damage. And then he'll walk over to here. All right, magic. We'll try and rile up Ari. Yes. Boss, he's going to have his 3 attacks. One's with the sword into that goblin on 3s. 2 hits, and then he's strength 4. 1 crit. What kind of crit is it? It's the little kind. So do you have any armor?
No.
Okay, so there's 3 rolls to injure. Dead. That's 1 for the boss. Ari into the goblin. She's all riled up now from getting yelled at by the wolf priest. So it's going to be weapon skill 2 against weapon skill 2. 4's to hit. She hits twice, and then she has 2 clubs, so 4's to wound. Another crit. The super kind, so it's these 2 are +2. You're right. Skull's turn to fight. He is riled up, so he's got 2 attacks on 3s against that orc. 1 hit, strength 5. It's a crit as well. Oh my god.
You know, you could
I could not crit. It's the big crit kinds, and then he's also out.
Because, like, I couldn't move. So.
That's true. It's round 5, meaning that the Middenheimers have taken the table. And let's see what happens in the postgame. Right, naughty rolls for the Orcs. So for your Goblins, Mr. Goblin with a sword, 3+.
3+.
He's fine. And then 2 bowmans. One's dead. One was chopped to pieces. Troll always lives. Troll doesn't even roll. He doesn't roll. He never rolls. Troll survives no matter what. 2d6 for everybody else. Yeah, good old Troll. His regenerate rule means that he literally cannot die. He doesn't make injury rolls in the post game. He just grows back. He's like the robot from Plant Danger. He can put his arm back on. You can't. Just play safe. Going for first.
Schlub number 1.
All right, Mr. Wigan.
Red is high.
Okay. 36.
Should be okay.
That's going to be robbed. You lose all your weapon equipment. You lost your sword.
And dagger.
And the other guy? 35, a deep wound. He's going to lose the next, or miss the next D3 games. D3 loses the next 3 games. Uh-oh. Mr. Doctor the Shaman.
Mr. Shaman.
54, full recovery, just fine.
Dead boss. No.
42, full recovery. It's a great boy without any injuries for myself, but I'd have some folks level up. We had... With their kills and extra experience, we had Ari level up, because she killed a troll. I mean, she should level up for that. Uli with a kill also leveled up. And then old Isaac managed to level up too. For Ari, she's going to 8 on the hero table, +1 initiative or leadership. Oh, the worst of things. Although it's going to be leadership, isn't it? It's going to be initiative. Initiative 4. His bow, he rolls a 9, which is a characteristic increase. Wound or toughness. That makes sense for a guy with a bow. He's +1 toughness, he's toughness 4. The champions or the young bloods make no sense. And then my wolf priest gets double 1s. That's a good one. That's a new skill. You can randomly generate a new spell. Let's do that. New spell. What do I find? We get a 3. He learns to shout better. A 3 is going to be Bloodlust. The wolf priest is infused with the lust for battle and attacks wildly. All of his attacks are strength +2, and he scores a crit on a 5/6. You must test by rolling the prayer's difficulty on greater than 2d6 to remain in the frenzy. Bloodlust, I like it. Plus crits is pretty cool though. And then we're gonna go shopping. So we get 6 dice with a re-roll because we can't go more than 6 dice. And let's see what we find. Exploring, your guys all got +1 experience. So the troll doesn't because he's dumb though. So your henchman groups both get +1 experience, and then +1 experience for surviving for everybody else. My exploration roll, I get triple 5s. And then a 1, 2, 3. I'm going to reroll the 1, see if I get an extra 5. Nope. Total is 15, 22. 4 shards of weird stone and triple 5s is a market hall. I find 2d6 gold. 2d6 gold is 7 gold. Put 2 in the bank because it's going to cost me 5 to upkeep my halfling. And then I get another 65 because I'll sell 3 shards. So with 3 crowns in the bank, I end up with 5, plus 65 is 70 in the bank to go shopping with. At this point, Matt's got a bad choice to make. He can't go exploring because he has no heroes. And
he's out 3 games. He's lost all his gear, so he would just give him all his gear. I've only got 10 gold coins in the bank. I need 15 to keep him. Each one of these goblins costs 15, but I have to feed 2 of them. So it's either lose a 200-point troll or lose 30. So I guess I'll feed the 2 goblins to the troll. The troll
next game,
I still have 10 gold, and I would have 4 guys per game.
So you can replace the robbed guy's sword for 10 gold.
And the only upgrade, I guess, is for the shaman. Let's just see if he gets anything good. 4, that's a new skill.
Yep.
So I give him a spell. And a 3, I don't care. So.
You don't care because you're going to restart this warband for the next game? Yeah. We're not taking the troll.
That's why you always make a second warband all the time.
Just in case. Always bring an alternate warband where there's no troll.
Okay.
So me banking my gold coins for the next game, and you deciding to scrap the roster with the troll on it and go through the old saying, boys before toys, seems to ring true here.
If I got, like, maybe you spared 1 crit for me, I could have killed one guy, which is always a bonus.
Avalanched. It's just avalanched down where, like, every hit was a crit in that last round of combat, which was terrible.
And I think every attack, I just knocked the one guy down. Everything else was just misses the troll. Missed completely.
Somehow my usual. It's
just also great. It's just like he tapped the person, and they just like.
And then she kneecapped him too, which is the worst part. She just totally kneecapped him afterwards. It was like all of my Mordheim luck, where typically my warband leader dies in the first game, somehow transferred to you for this one mission.
And but if I we made some mistakes.
Yeah.
Or at least I did building my roster.
Yeah.
But even still, losing everybody, all the goblins dying.
It couldn't have possibly gone more wrong.
No.
And then the goblins that lived had to be fed to the troll just to keep him there too. So it's like, this guy's going back to the orc clan just in disgrace. Just like a complete disgrace.
And I think I gave like the 5, or it was the 10 gold for the sword. I was going to make shield and dagger. I was like, I've got 10 gold just in case. I just need to make 5 gold
That's
to
right.
pay the
And I'll be
troll.
fine. And I'll be
Somehow
fine.
the troll is going to go out there and buy food. I don't know why he does that.
Oh my gosh. Or no, I think you buy the food and just throw it at him basically and try and get him to be okay. Well, he's currently sleeping it off in a dungeon somewhere on a bridge because he's not feeling so good because he got beat up by a girl and a guy like hopped up on PCP, whatever the Ulrich PCP is. So anyway, we'll see you in 2 weeks for the next game. You're going to bring 12 guys next time and we're going to have a very different mission. So big thanks for watching. Big thanks for Matt coming in. Next time, Ash. Happy gaming. I hope you enjoyed that video. If you want to support the channel, of course, like and subscribe and hit the little bell below so you get notifications when I post future content. I do post stuff 7 days a week. If you want to support the channel further, you can, of course, buy a t-shirt through Spreadshirts, buy a measuring gauge or objective markers from Desperate Designs, or, of course, most importantly, there is Patreon. Patreon is what makes all this possible, keeps the lights on, pays for the studio costs, pays for the equipment, model costs, and everything else, and most importantly, puts food in my kids' bellies and a roof over their heads. Big thanks to everyone, past, future, who supported me. I do this stuff because of you guys, and of course, I will continue doing it as long as I can.